Okay, so the hippo portion, the water is still drying a bit. You can see because the paper is wrinkled still. But now I'm going to put the next color, the next layer on the hippo, which I have decided is this gray that is the third one down right here. So I just grabbed some water and activated. I think I'm going to zoom a little bit so that you guys can see just the hippo. So we can be like working on this guy together. Here he is. All right. So again, this gray color right here is maybe a mid-tone for our guy here. So I'm looking at, I'm gonna move that out of the way. I'm looking at my reference photo and I'm like, okay, where is this sort of mid-tone gray? And it is throughout here. And he's gonna come down and it's like in his underneath jaw right here. And I'm just painting what I see, guys. That is what I'm doing here. That's why we like live or die by the reference photo, man. It's important. Reference photo, oh so very important. I'm going to carve out underneath his little eye right here. And I'm going to go ahead and carve his mouth right there. Carve out. And I'm going to rinse my brush off a little bit and I'm going to blend him. It's just so we don't have like a crazy line. Okay? We don't want crazy. We're not going for crazy. We're going for epically cute. That's what we're doing. Okay. So now our hippo has that mid-tone, like right there. And I'm going to continue on with that same gray. And I'm going to say that he needs some gray in here coming up. But I don't want to take out all of that really beautiful light color blue that we put in there. So I'm going to just kind of see, okay, yep, it's all going to be that mid-tone, blending them in, mid-tone here, but I really am loving that light color, so I'm going to make sure I don't get rid of it entirely. Okay, so now I'm going to grab that gray again and I'm going to go on his back here. And I'm going to drag here on his back a little bit. And it's okay if it runs into that water right there. We're okay with that. We are. We're okay. We like it. We're all right with that. And we're going to put a little bit of the mid-tone in here. And I started to have too dry of a brush. So again, we're just going to mid-tone it through here. Not completely getting rid of that light tone. And I think we need to mid-tone. I think we need to mid-tone a little bit up here on his nose. His nose coming down here. I'm going to mid-tone him through his nostril area. Down here. That little like cute thing that happens there. And actually this side of his nostril is a little bit of mid-tone. And we can meet that up with this. And sort of do a little bit of a blendy. And then we have our midtone there. Okay, now we're working with some midtone, but I am looking at him and he definitely has some of that dark blue that we put in the water. He is also that color, and it could be because we see colors like sort of what their environment is they turn into, and you know, that's like reflection and absorbing light. So let's get straight into this dark color. So let me lift this up and show you. It's that darkest blue gray that's right here. In the palette, before you activate it, it looks like it's gray, but this is like a true blue gray. And I am going to actually use this for his biggest wrinkle, which is right here. His wrinkle has this dark that goes all the way there. And then this wrinkle has the dark coming up here. I mean, he's wrinkly, you guys. I may have given him an extra wrinkle, but it's okay. It's okay. Remember, it's not that deep. It's a hippo. He's okay. These are going to be all right. Okay. I definitely gave him more wrinkles. I might be partial to wrinkles. We might be finding out live that Sarah is partial to wrinkles. I do have a bulldog. So, okay. So I'm going to take some of that off of my brush. Just kind of clean it off a little bit. And I'm going to blend it out like this. Just carry it out. So my brush, I had gotten that dark off of it, and I'm just carrying it out like this. So I keep drying off my brush, and I'm just carrying it out there. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to just use water to carry that dark out here. And I'm going to grab a little bit more because I want to. We're going to use a little bit more of that dark color. The dark purple. I'm sorry, dark blue. Because it just was like, no, I don't want to stay. I want to go. And if we're going to have wrinkles, we're going to have wrinkles, folks. That's just the way it's going to have to happen. So I'm just moving that water around so that that dark can blend a little bit. A little blendy. On our hippo. Blendy. All right. And I am going to grab some of the original blue, and I'm going to drop that blue right in here. And look what it's doing. It's asking for the bleed from the dark color. It's saying, yeah, this is good. We like this. Okay. Because we don't want any like ridiculous harsh lines, because a hippo is a natural creature. So he's going to be, you know, he's gonna be blendy. Okay, so we're blending that light blue in. Just, I'm sort of mixing it on the page. I'm doing like a little bit of a on the page mix here for our, so I'll be able to go in and carve that dark area out again, but I'm gonna let that sort of dry, and I'm going to come in with this blue right here. And again, I'm asking, with this blue, I'm asking it to blend with that dark. Asking it. I'm saying, please blend with the dark. And bring it down. Now, all of a sudden, our mid-tone is like looking very light, right? That's what happens. You think that, oh man, that mid-tone was dark, but in reality, it was not. So we're going to take a little bit of that dark blue, that second little pan, and I'm going to carve this little line right here. But I want it to blend. I want it to blend. So hopefully this is going to just continue to blend as it dries because there's a lot of water there, right? Okay. Now I'm going to take this dark blue and I'm going to carve around the upper line of his head, bringing it down like this. And that's the little back of his ear. And this blue kind of comes in like that. And it's around like this. But then this light blue is right there. So I'm going to grab the light blue again. And I'm using the same brush, you guys. I'm just getting it, I'm just sort of rinsing it off and moving it back through here. All right. I love watercolors, you guys, because it just blends through. It's like, okay, I got you. You're not sure how to do this, Sarah? I got you. It's fine. All right. Now I'm just going to drag this up onto the bridge of his nose, like so. Now the inside of this ear is that really, this color right here. That really peachy skin tone. So I'm going to reinforce that right now. I'm just gonna, where I already laid it before, I'm just gonna get it darker. And I think I'm gonna get his little chin here a little darker also, because it is just begging to be a little bit darker right here. Giving it some roundness. So he has that highlight right here. And over here is still a highlight. So I'm going to get a little bit more water and I'm just going to put some more of that color over here. Just with some water. Okay, so now he's a little bit, but if you can see, he's got a highlight on this lip. So I rinsed off my brush and I'm drying it and I'm going to drag it. Look at that. I'm dragging it on his lip right there, on his lower lip, and he's getting a little pouty lip. He's getting a little pouty lip. I tell you what, I make jokes that my bulldog looks like a hippo, but this mouth is basically my dog's mouth. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The resemblance is uncanny. Alright. Now I'm going to make that little lip a little bit less obvious by dropping this in. There you go. Oh my goodness. Hey, buddy. Okay. Now his nostril is not that like peachy color. It's more pink. I think it's more this color, which is the second one from each corner in. It had a little drop of the blue on it. So I'm just adding some water to activate this color right here, this pinky color, because his nostrils are pink, you guys. They're pink. And I'm really taking my time to scrub this in because I want the pigment. I don't want it to be, because I gotta change this nostril to pink. Now you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's too pink. It's not, you guys. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's gonna be fine. Because it's gonna dry. And it's gonna dry a little bit lighter than that. Okay. Oh yeah, we got some nostrils, folks. Now, while I'm in this pink, I gotta look. Where do I also see pink? And I see pink. I see this same pinky, fleshy pinky color. I don't know why that sounded gross. On his eyelid, right here. Fleshy pinky was like, it puts the lotion on. Okay, so I am just gonna swipe this pinky color right here over the top of the peach, because that's what I'm seeing, you guys. I'm seeing that this is peachy. It's like a more pink than the rest of that sort of color. This orange or peach that I put down here is not quite dry. I want to say there's a little bit of that peachy color, this one, right on like a highlight of his ear here. So I'm going to put that in because we're going to darken up that ear in a minute and we're going to need it. We're going to need it. Okay. Now, underneath his chin here, we're darker, right? We are darker. So we're going to go back in and put a second layer right under here. And I'm actually going to just go right over this. I was avoiding it, but I'm just going to go right over that ribbon because it's going to be too hard to avoid it and like do this properly. Okay, so this is just one solid color. We can't have it. We can't have that. So what I'm going to do is clean off my brush, dab it on the towel, and drag where it's lighter. So it's lighter right here. And I'm going to pull it up. Look at that. You guys, it's magic. Clean off your brush. Clean off your brush. It's lighter right here. I'm going to drag it. You guys, all of a sudden, that looks like a hippo jowl instead of one solid color. And it's going to start like blending around, and we like that. We like it to blend around. Look at it. It has like movement and, you know, extra cuteness. That's what's happening. Okay. Now, this base part here, this is like almost white, but it's not. It's just this lightest color. So we're going to leave this lightest color right here. We're going to leave it that light color, but we're going to darken it. And I'm going to put this color down here with some water. And I'm just going to go over this stupid thing. And I'm going to use this color to carve out the light area. So see that light area that I just was not looking at and I went over? Okay, so I am going to reverse gears here because I just did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Okay. Okay, so I added this here, but I need that light area. So I'm going to clean off my brush and I'm going to drag because I need that light area right there. I need it to stay that lightest color. Look at that. Yay. Yes. All right. I'm actually going to grab a little bit of this pink and we're going to blend the pink in because you guys look at him. He is a hippo and he has some pink going down here in his little skin. But I'm going to avoid that area that is the lightest. Like I said I was going to last time and didn't. All right. Now I'm gonna blend this a tiny bit into the gray here because I am the artist here. And I'm gonna take it a little bit up here because I just am feeling that. I'm feeling that it goes up a little bit there. You gotta paint what you see, you guys. I'm seeing pink up in there. I'm also seeing pink up in here, but it's pink mixed with the gray. So do you see this? I'm just putting that right on top of the gray and it's happening. It's happening the way it wants to, and it's happening kind of the way I want it to. This whole little area here wants to be pink, and then I'm going to carve out what I want to be dark after it dries. I'm not going to go all the way up because I don't want to ruin that beautiful light blue right there. We want to maintain our light blue. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is he so cute? Why are you so cute? Okay. We've got to get some dark going in his face. So I'm holding this. I never hold my palette, but I am holding it because I want to be close and I want to show you guys what's going on. All right. Again, we're going in with this dark blue because he is blue. I mean, there isn't really, you can't fight me because he's blue. All right. Underneath his little eye bag, dark area. Dragging that up. He is dark right here, up here, down the bridge here. Down here. We're taking that dark down. You guys are literally painting what you see. So just look at your reference photo and paint what you see. And I see this dark happening all through here. And it's coming down his nose here. And this hippo has some considerable texture. He is rich with texture. So don't worry about like exact brushstrokes because he's a texture guy. He's textury. I did say that I was going to try to make this into one painting, and that still remains to be seen. Oh my goodness. You guys, why didn't somebody tell me that this pink was bleeding down here? Look, I just cleaned off my brush. I cleaned off my brush and I'm cleaning that up because that pink from his upper nose just bled right on down in there. I'm going to clean that up a little bit and drag it because obviously that was too wet. Okay. Now, this dark continues down his jowl. Down here, we've got some dark going. Down here. Down here. Actually, it's gonna go down here. It is. It is down here. It is, it is, it is, it is. And then we're gonna blend him. Okay, against my will, I'm going straight over that. I'm gonna just dry my brush off a little bit so that, oh wow, that was a lot. So I can blend it. So I'm taking it up into the line where the sun has started to hit, but I don't want it to be like that obvious. So I'm gonna dry that off. I'm gonna start like stippling, kind of. Stippling. Stippling is just dotting, okay? Because if you look at his face, he's got these dark sort of dots of texture. And so that's what we're doing. Because, here we go. Yeah. All right. We're going back into this dark color. Sarah, you're painting all over the place. That's correct, I am. It's fine. And it goes up like this. And it's up in his ear. Joins that part of his head. And we're gonna just join that. That's gonna give him this like jawline. Powerful jawline, you guys. Because yes, he's got a powerful jawline. So I'm putting all of this dark in here. He's getting all of this dark, and I'm literally looking at my reference photo as I'm painting, and honestly barely like looking at my painting. My hand is doing what my eyes are sort of telling it to do by looking. I don't know if that made any sense to anybody, but hopefully it did. Okay. Now, this light area right here is that light blue, you guys. Why does nobody believe me? It is right there. It is that light blue, and we're just dragging it back in. We're just making it a part of the whole story again. Bringing in, make it part of the story. See how it wants to blend with that dark? Like gorgeous, gorgeous. This hippo is gorgeous. I wanted to say a minute ago that I'd never painted a hippo, but I can't remember if I have or not. And I don't want to lie. I can't remember. All right. We are rocking, you guys. All right. See how bringing in that light blue just blended that so beautifully? I love it. I love it. We're gonna just put it in here. Just because he had some in here. There was some blue in here, right? I'm dipping into that dark blue again because this part of his nose is dark. And it may have gotten a little carried away here. cleaning off my brush so that I can pick some of this water up because I got it a little bit wet. Picking it up and then I'm bringing it back, asking it to blend again. Again, a super cool thing about this reference photo is that there's so much texture that you almost can't like mess up your brush stroke because he is texture. This guy is texture. Going back into that light blue for right here. And I'm just gonna drag that around. Drag it around, invite it to blend. Yo. Okay, I'm also gonna take that light blue and I'm gonna put it here because it really does come like up onto his back here. We are blending, folks. We are hippo blending. Anywhere where he's light, I am going back in with this light blue and just these. I am finding hairs from that other brush set. The grabby brushes never deposit hair. Just saying. Like little, they never, not bristles. Hair was the wrong. Bristles. Okay. Now I'm just putting that light blue over where it's become like the gray has dried and it's becoming if you guys have followed other watercolorists, you're probably like, wow, she is touching this painting way more than other watercolorists do, and that might be the case. But you know what? That's how we do it. That's how I do it, you guys. I don't know. All right, that light area right there has to remain because that is like the delineation of where his jaw is. And then up here is light. Around his nostril is light. Like that. This nostril area. Nostril area. All right. And yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of I'm looking at that and I'm actually going to take a little bit of this darkest brown. All right, that's what we're doing. I just saw it and I was like, I think there's dark brown in here also. I think I'm missing dark brown in here. That's gonna blend that gray and make him more hippo-y. It's gonna make him more hippo-y, you guys. Because what we want is him to be hippo-y. and he needed some brown. His like underneath area. But I can't lose my blue. So we're gonna blend. Look at that, you guys. Look at that blend. It's like we've done this before. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna come in with some of that brown. And I'm going to carve out the center of his ear because it is, to me, looking brown. Okay. Okay, folks. Okay. And just around the outside of his ear there, of his other ear. I'm gonna take, let me move the light so that you're not seeing the glare. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on his eye because, well, first I'm going to try to blend his body out a little bit right here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on his eye because in any painting that I do, where the wow factor comes in is the eye. That's just a true story, okay? That is just all about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take dark brown and I'm going to, with a very, I'm going to use my number 3 grabby, and with a very light hand, I'm going to plunk in, I'm going to block in the colors, okay? So we've got that light blue. So we're going to grab that light blue. When I say that light blue, this whole painting, just assume it's this corner blue, okay? I'm going to plunk in this light blue up here on his eye. Because it's there. It's also down in this eye bag. Okay. Light blue is also in the eye bag. This is all light blue in here. I'm just taking this over because why not? Okay. And now I see some of that dark brown. So I'm taking that darkest brown, which is the 4th color right here. And I'm going to pop it in right above his eyeball. And I'm going to pull it down in an arced way down here. Okay. I'm going to drag that. Oh no. I'm going to drag it like this. And down there. The eyes are like so important. You know how I'm always like, oh, don't worry about this. It's not that deep. Now it is. Now it's that deep, okay? Because the eyes are very important. All right. Now we've got that pink color in there because we put it in there earlier. So yay us. Grabbing that light blue for this side of his eyelid. And this side of his eyelid has light blue. He's got a lot of colors like going on in his eye there. Then this inner middle part, I'm gonna just tap this dark blue with my brush. I'm just gonna tap it right there, the eyelid. So his eyelid has 3 colors. It has the pink, it has the light blue, and it has the dark blue. So right now I'm just literally tapping like this. I'm just tap, 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 tap. Just tapping to blend that in. Let me zoom in a little bit more so that we are like all about the eyeball. Okay. I don't know if that's actually going to focus that zoomed in, so. Is it? Maybe a little bit out. There. It didn't want to focus. So I'm going to grab that pink again, this pink right here. I'm going to grab this pink. And I'm going to tap it. Pick it up. And you're probably like, whoa, you're getting super detailed. It's because it's the eye, you guys. The eye is actually that serious. The eye is serious. So serious. Okay. Now, the underneath side of his eye is just gray. I am going to go into this light gray. Okay? Underneath his eye is gray. It's almost like the white of your eyeball is gray on him. Almost like that. And then this is gonna just come down like that. All right, so that gray is coming out a lot. Did I put it in the, no? That gray is coming out a lot darker than it did before. So I am just going to clean dry brush and pick some of it up like that. You guys, he's way cute. Okay. So now I am going to do my little tappy blendy bit here. Tappy blendy bit. Now this dark that's underneath his eyes, I can tap some of this into his eye bag because he has that texture. He is a texture guy. Oh, you guys, he's just absolutely adorable. All right. Now, above his eye, that top part is very dark. So let's just see if this dark blue will do it. If it doesn't, then we're gonna have to enlist the help of our friend Jet Black. but that is not a common occurrence for me. I don't generally use all black because I feel like it's not actually black that you're seeing for the most part usually. Okay, now this little depression here is black. I mean dark, not black. I'm gonna rinse off my brush a little bit, and I'm gonna use just the clean wet brush to take that pigment and dab it here. And what I'm doing is carving out the highlight of his eyeball or eye cavity. So we're just tapping through here because he's got all of this like texture, right? He does. He's got all of this texture. He's even got some texture coming up through here. All right. Now, because he doesn't have his actual eyeball yet, that makes things seem difficult. They're not difficult. I'm going to let that eye area dry a little bit. And I'm actually going to move over to this eye, the other eye. And we're going to take that darkest blue right here. Darkest blue. And see how the back side of his eye is very dark there? That's what we're going to carve out. We're going to go like this. And it goes up. And then it goes down like this. And I'm going to clean my brush. Now I have a clean dabbed brush, and I'm going to use that to tap and pull this color so that it looks not so like unnatural. See how we're tapping that, and all of a sudden that's pigment. And it was just a dry brush, guys. That's all. All right. I'm going to go into that lightest blue. Remember, that's that corner blue. And I'm going to tap back in this area right here. We're going to tap back in because some of it got taken away. We're not naming any names. I'm having fun. This is going to be way longer of a video than it was supposed to be. Worry about yourself. Okay. I'm actually going to just touch my brush into this dark brown because he is blue, but he's also brown. They can coexist. Okay. I'm also going to dab it on my... So I just also dabbed it like this on my napkin. And I'm going to tap the edge of that dark color like that. And I'm going to, just with a wet brush, tap away. All right. Now, that eyelid is got a pink rim. This pink right here. See, this one also has more pink than I left here. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to jump back over here. And oh my gosh. Why is this hippo just becoming the cutest thing in the planet. What in the planet? Why are you so cute? Okay. We're just gonna tap. We're just tapping this back in. Okay. It was supposed to be one video, but I don't even care. Like, this is way fun. All right. I was like, I'm gonna make this video only 1 hour. Well, I mean, sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. All right, that is his other eyelid. And it's pink up here. But what we have to do is do our little tappy tappy to blend that brown and into the pink a tiny tappy bit. You guys, when I say I'm tapping, this is what I'm doing. I'm just tapping like that. See that? I'm gonna have all these dots on the back of my hand and you guys are gonna not remind me, and then I'm gonna just look like I have leprosy. Okay. Now his eyelid needs to be a delineation. So I am going to, what should we use? I'm gonna use a little bit. I'm gonna use a tiny bit of, first I'm gonna reinforce the pink of his eyelid. Okay, so first, whoa, too much water. Whoa. Take it easy. It was too much water. Okay, so I had too much water. I'm gonna let that dry for a second because I'm going to put dark right here so that there is a delineation. Okay, now this pink color right here, it's right next to my favorite pink, this one. This color is the deepest color of the nostril. I mean, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, because I'm not. Watch it happen. You guys look. Oh, what? What? Oh, what happened? Yeah, that's the deepest part of the nostril, folks. That is, because I am not lying to you. That is the deepest part of the nostril. Okay. I am anxious to make all of his little, like, brown stipply bits. I'm anxious. So, I am going to stop the camera for a minute and let what we've done so far dry. And I'll be back in for you a second. Okay, so he is mostly dry around his eyeball. So we're gonna put in his pupil, and all of a sudden we will have a hippo. Oh my gosh, look, he's a hippo. All you had to do was put a pupil in and instant hippo. Instant hippo. To be real, there's nothing instant about this video, but it's okay. So I'm just using the tip of my number 3 grabby. And I'm going to go along . this little eyelid here and bring it down like that. And then his upper eyelid. Now this is black, and what do we say? We don't use a lot of just straight black. I'm just dropping in some black here and there. I'm gonna put some black in his ear right here while I have black on my... You guys, look what happened. We got a hippo. You just need to put an eyeball. He just needed an eyeball. That's what happened. And instantly he's a hippo. He became a hippo because he got an eyeball. Okay. Well, he's just super cute. Now, is his eyeball exactly like the reference photo? No. No, because artistic license, man. I'm blending out a little bit of what's going on here. I'm picking that up. And his eyeball is there. Okay. Now, this little area over here where his other eyelid is, I'm going to use, I honestly can't decide. I think I'm going to use, whoops. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this like inner nostril color. This color right here, inner nostril. That's the name of this color. Inner nostril. And I'm gonna carve out. Yeah, that is too light. So I'm actually gonna go in with the dark brown right over inner nostril. It should be like somehow illegal to have this much fun. Okay. Okay, it turns out that brown was what we should have used. I just cleaned off my 3 and I'm going back into this eyelid pink right here. And I'm going to sort of blend that brown that I just put in there with the pink. Yeah. And I'm going to drag that brown down like that. Okay, that's his eyelid. And his eyeball is right below it. But we should let that dry or else it's going to bleed. Also, his little eye is the cutest little eye. Can we just talk about it for a second? All right. All right. I'm just darkening his ear right here. In the border of his ear. All right. All right. When that ear dries, I'm going to take a tiny bit of black and line the back side of this ear again. so that the highlight of the front of his ear catching the light is a thing. Sarah, what are you doing? I'm not talking because I'm holding my breath, you guys. Sometimes you hold your breath. Okay. Now, you guys, look what happened. We put an eye in there, and now we have a hippo. All right. Okay, going in with my dark blue gray right here. Dark blue gray. And I'm going to deepen this little shadow here that is created. I'm going to deepen that shadow, and I'm going to make a line there, and I'm going to deepen, and I'm going to deepen this here, because that is underneath. So I've got to deepen that. That's underneath. I'm going to deepen this here. We're going to deepen this here and that. And we're going to drag this. And then he's got like some little shadows in here. This whole area right here is a little shadowy. So I just rinsed off my brush, and what am I doing, guys? I'm tapping. We are tapping. We are tapping because we just want this gray to be part of the party, but we don't want it to be like everything. We don't want that to be like the whole show. All right. Now this deep shadow right here, I'm going to blend it up. I'm just going to glaze it up a little bit up here into like his ear. Like that. You guys, it is impossible for me to just like paint loosely. It just doesn't happen. Like I'm like, oh, I'll just make it like a loose, you know, interpretation. And then I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Never mind. Just kidding. I'm not. All right. I'm just sort of dragging this dark color up here, around here, creating a little bit of some texture because let's face it, this hippo has texture. All right. Do you see? Look at that. Do you see those magnificent hippo lips? They have all of these, they're like polka dotted, basically. I feel like we've got to do that, but not so extreme as all of that. We want to do it, but not like, I mean, that's a lot. All right. I'm going to go into the darkest, that dark gray blue, and we're going to work around, we're going to work on his nostrils a little bit. Okay. We're going to just work on some nostrils. All right. This nostril, needs to be, I believe it needs to be carved out a little bit so that it can be a hippo. Because remember, like, you do certain things and then he becomes more of a hippo. That's what's happening. If you're wondering, that's what's happening. So I'm laying down where I see dark. And then once I do that, I'm going to clean off the brush and I'm going to tap and dab to that was too much water. And I'm going to tap to texturize him. We're going to tap to texturize. Tap to texturize. Okay, so this nostril over here is just not behaving itself. It is too low. So what I did was I took just water on my brush and I'm just grabbing that pigment and taking it up here. And then I'm going to take that light, this color here, the peach, and I'm going to fill that in. And then I'll be able to make his nostril up higher because it is up higher than I was having it be. Yeah, it was way too low. Sometimes when I'm painting, I'm like, something's bothering me. I don't know what it is. And that is what was bothering me. It was that the nostril was too low. Now this nostril has more of this color here. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. I'm tapping in some of those dots because I haven't been able to decide how detailed I want the dots to be. So I'm just sort of tapping in. I've got a tiny bit of color on my, got a tiny bit of color on here and I'm just tapping in. Okay. Oh my goodness. I like his nostril better now. Okay, we're going to use this inner nostril color. Remember inner nostril? It's right here, right next to my favorite pink. And I'm going to fill in the top part of this nostril. And I'm going to fill in the bottom part of this nostril. Oh my gosh, I already like it more. I already like it more, you guys. Yay. Okay, I am going to pull some of that color off. And I'm going to pull some of this color off. And I'm closing that like color. Okay, so now this pink part down here, I'm going to take that dark blue gray down here. Let me move this. I'll kind of make that better. And I'm going to darken right here. Darken this whole area here where he's like in the water. And what I have found is that the best way to give him the texture, I'm going to zoom up a little bit. Best way to give him the texture that I'm seeing in the reference photo is to tap. So I cleaned off my brush and I'm just putting it in the pigment and then tapping it out to give him that like sort of speckled texture. And that's coming up through here. And up through here. See? It's a little texture. And I'm going to take that blue color and go over this little area that I had decided would have another wrinkle. And then I'm going to clean my brush and tap it, dry it off, and now I'm just going to tap that area. A little bit of tapping so it has that texture. I'm going to take that dark blue again and I want to say right through here he needs some more, and then I'm going to deposit right here, but I'm only doing that so that I have something to grab for my tapping. So again, I'm cleaning off my brush, I tap it dry, and then I'm taking this and tapping. I grabbed that pigment that I just put down and I'm tapping it into my pink here. And I'm probably going to go in and I'm probably going to go in and redefine that jawline because it picked up a little bit, maybe too much. All right, we're tapping in. Tapping in. This is so funny, you guys. I literally was like, this is going to be a fast video. I'm not going to go super detailed. And then I didn't do what I said at all. So sometimes that's what happens. Okay, I am going to come in here with this little mouth jaw situation, and we're gonna do the little tappy. We're gonna do the little tappy right here. I have discovered that this tappy movement is the Hippo Maker. Maybe in future drawing or future paintings we'll just refer to this as the Hippo Maker technique, because that's, I mean, isn't that what is happening? I believe it is. I do believe. I'm gonna tap a little bit to tap into this blue a little bit here. And tap in. I just need him to have his texture. I need him to have his texture. Okay. Jawline texture. All right. Now, you can see in the water below him is a reflection of him, and it's not just this solid color. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm dying. This has like suddenly turned into just like the funniest thing. Okay, I am going to go into that dark blue, and I'm going to carve out where he like is sitting in the water, where his little wrinkles are in the water. He is in there. And it comes all the way over to like right here. And then that sort of blends out like this, out into the water. And I'm going to take this over to here. Like that. And he is in the water officially. He is officially in here. Okay, guys, it is time to accept that this is no longer a simple a simple painting, and that is just what it is. I popped in his a little idea of his other eye there with the black, and now I'm going to, I'm going to add a little bit more depth in his body here. So I'm going into that dark blue again. Dark blue, whoops, right here. This dark blue, darkest blue. And this wrinkle in the reference photo just goes all the way up to the top of him. Like, it's like for real. It's not messing around. Like, he has a full and complete wrinkle. And so we're making that happen for him. And so I'm just darkening in the deepest parts. And then guess what we're going to do, guys? We're going to grab and tap the Hippo Maker. We're going to use the Hippo Maker technique. I'm not sure if you've heard of that before. But it's widely used in African animal paintings. Just kidding. I mean, maybe from here on out it will be. We don't know. I am not, aside from the hippos, I must confess, I'm not a huge African animal. Like, I don't paint cheetahs and elephants and things, and like my sister is going to go to Africa this summer for 3 weeks with her friend, and she was like, "Doesn't that sound exciting?" And I was like, "No, I have zero desire to go to Africa. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a hippo, but I just am not, nope, no desire. Zero desire to go to Africa. I would like to not be eaten by tigers, or not tigers, lions. Tigers are in the jungle, right? Okay. I don't know where tigers are. Let's just... I don't know. I don't know where tigers are. But I know, even though I'm sounding less and less convincing as I go, I know I don't want to go to Africa. Okay. We're using the Hippo Maker down on this wrinkle now. Bro has texture, you guys. How am I supposed to do a simple painting when bro just exists with texture? It's impossible. Impossible. All right. I'm just going to take this right on over to this guy. Right on over. Come on over. Come on. Just gonna do our best not to make this like too uniform of texture. Too much uniformity going on in this texture. Can't have that. Oh my gosh, he's a hippo. He is a hippo. We're going into that lightest blue so we can unify these wrinkles. Make sure that they are just something I thought I might not ever say. But yeah, we're unifying the wrinkles right now. That's what we're doing. And you have to make those sound effects too. It's very important. All right. Okay. Oh. Now, his at some point I'm going to have to say uncle here. And okay. All right, we're going to take the that brown, that darkest brown, this guy, darkest brown, and we're just going to do little short swipes right here to give the shadow in between his eye, or like at the base of his eyelid. And then we're going to use the Hippo Maker right in here. I mean, if you're ever going to use the Hippo Maker, it should be now. I do realize that I'm now that person that cracks themselves up. It's fine. It's okay. I am officially okay with that. All right, I think the bridge of the nose needs to come up a little bit. It has like more of like a hump up here. This is one of those things where you can't go back, so you have to know what you're doing. Tappy tap tap. All right, who at this point is ready to paint that balloon, for crying out loud? I'm not sure that you can simultaneously paint something that is not detailed and identify with OCD qualities. I don't think you can do those two things at the same time. Okay. I saw this like hilarious shirt the other day, and it said it said undiagnosed, but something ain't right. I love it. That is epic. Okay. All right. Now, before we jump over to our balloon, I'm going to dip into the black, and not with so much water that it's going to cause a problem, but I am going to just kind of go around and decide what needs like the darkest like little area, and see what that does. It just like, I mean, you might be like, no, I don't, but that's okay. You're allowed. You're allowed. You're always allowed. Oh my gosh, I just don't even, I can't love this hippo more right now. Okay. I'm just gonna darken this little shadow. And I'm gonna darken this little area up on his head. Right here. Darken that area. I'm gonna darken that area. We're gonna darken this, the deepest recesses of his wrinkles. Just with like a little sliver like that. And this, oh man. I'm looking at this. And I'm gonna use the black to carve out this, what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing here. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of okay. Now I'm gonna grab the brush and that black that I just put in there. That was too much water. That was the too much water noise. I'm gonna go into that dark gray because now I am gonna have to blend this a little bit. Because I did a too much water thing. It's okay. Nobody freak out. It's not necessary. We're not freaking out in this life. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. Okay. We're tapping. We're tapping. Look what we just did, you guys. Just when you thought that I had like messed everything up. You got cuter! You didn't think you could. Okay. I just looked over because I was like, am I recording? I am. And of course, you know that because I'm recording. And if I wasn't, I'd be like, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna darken in the deepest part here. Okay, I have not put the detail in his face lips because I'm scared. So we're gonna come back to that after the balloon. All right, we'll be right back. Now that our hippo is complete, we need to let him dry. We will end this video here and I will see you back in part 3 and we will paint the heart balloon. See you next time.